Chairman, if you want to call the meeting to order.
Okay, I call the meeting to order.
All right, brings us to the reading of the Open Public Meeting Act statement on January 28th, 2026. Notice of this meeting was placed on the official Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency website. The official notice to Borough Clerk was emailed on January 28th, 2026, which included a request for posting of the notice to the official Borough Bellmawr website and bulletin board. All requirements of the Open Publics Meeting Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. Brings us to the flag salute.
I pledge
Pledge
allegiance
To the
to the
flag of the United
United
States
States
of
of
America,
America,
and to the
and to the
republic
republic
which
which
stands
stands
one nation,
one nation
under God,
under God,
indivisible, with
indivisible,
indivisible,
liberty and
with
justice for all.
liberty and justice for all.
All right, brings us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
present.
Vice Chair Bider,
Here.
Commissioner D'Angelo, Commissioner Whitman,
Here.
Commissioner Patel, Commissioner Simpson,
Here.
Commissioner McCreena.
Here.
All right, management professionals, Joshua Tregear, Executive Director, I am here. Mike McKenna, Agency Solicitor,
I'm here.
and Dennis McNulty, Agency Engineer.
Present.
All right, our normal agenda for this evening, no surprises there. We'll begin with the reading of the minutes from the previous meeting, which was back in June, regular meeting, June 23rd, 2026.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes.
I second it.
All right. Got the chairman on the motion and Commissioner Whitman on the second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it. Communications, got a couple more things this month than our normal redevelopers report, which didn't have a chance to send out. We did receive that. That was included in the materials that I sent out earlier. We also got notice from the NJDEP, a confirmation letter of the termination of the deed notice. I believe that's relating to the soil classification and just like, I don't know if you can elaborate on that anymore, but that's basically how I viewed it.
No, that's precise and succinct. So I'm going to
Okay.
leave it alone.
All right. All right. And then we also got a public hearing notice for the Green Acres diversion scoping hearing, and that's going to be held at the Borough Hall, Bellmawr Borough Hall, on the 27th of this month. And basically that's just to allow for public comment on the uh, on the diversion itself, which, it's the utilization of that property in West Deptford, the tract of land in Deptford Township proper, to do the offset by, for the land by the water tower. So that's it there. If anybody has any questions, let me know. All right, brings us to commissioner reports. All good? All right. Executive Director's Report, Audit 25, I've provided all the files, docs, reports. They've been submitted to Bowman, our auditor, and, or I'm sorry, I call them Bowman, but they're now called PKF O'Connor, as they got bought out or merged. But anyway, they are in possession of all the files that they need to conduct the audit. We're currently in their work queue, and we anticipate it being scheduled shortly with them to begin the actual work. As soon as they begin the work, it shouldn't take any more than a week or two. So definitely a chance that we can present certified for September, but obviously it could push to the October meeting contingent upon the auditor's workload. Continuing to I got to integrate we have set two separate checking accounts, one for operations, one for professional services. Um, and the auditors have requested for the last year or two for us to integrate those checks with our admin's financial software suite, so everything's tied together, which gives me just the ability to just print checks from my printer, but it captures everything, keeps everything streamlined and uniform. We were waiting to exhaust the initial book of checks that I got at the very beginning of doing the forming the agency. So we're finally through them. So we'll look to have that done within the next month. And then also I'm working with the redeveloper council to address some tax notice bills that we're receiving for the parcels that the agency owns in West Deptford, Runnymede, and Deptford. So uh, we're not, as a government entity, we're not supposed to be paying any taxes on these parcels, any property tax. And so it's just a matter of getting that worked out and addressed with the township people for each location. So hopefully we'll see some more movement over the next few weeks on that. And then just publish the notice of the public scoping hearing for Green Acres. That's live on our website, so people can be informed of that. And that's all I have for this month. Are there any questions before I kick it over to Mike? All right, Mike.
Thanks, Josh. We are proceeding to the settlement without a date as of right now, but we have pretty much things well in hand. We received the tranche of documents that are buyer's documents, which appear to be complete. The review will be finished when David gets back from a brief vacation. We have already prepared our proposed forms of deeds for conveyance of our interests in the Deptford properties, the Runnymede property, and in the Bellmawr properties. And those are been submitted to the buyer, we'll call them, for their review. And hopefully they'll get us their lender's documents, and the document review stage will be complete. We'll be able to set a date, and we will be retaining, obviously, the Green Acres parcels in both Deptford, Bellmawr, and West Deptford. But we'll also be garnering for the public fisc $3.1 million balance on the transfer fee of 3.4. So those are glad tidings, I would think, for the municipality. And we're just about there, folks. We're still going to have to exist to administer the Green Acres properties, unless the town takes it over. But for all that, most of the heavy lifting appears to be done, and the end is nigh. That's my
All right.
report.
That's it, Mike. Okay. Any questions for Mike before we move into new business? All right, only one resolution on the agenda for this evening. Resolution of the Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency, resolution number 08:029-26, authorizing payment of outstanding bills.
I make the motion.
I second it.
All right, thank you, Jeff. So it was Chairman Philpek on the motion and Commissioner Simpson on the second. It is financial, so it is a roll call, gentlemen. So Chairman Frank Philpek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Ray Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner Tom Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Simpson,
Yes.
and Commissioner Peter Macrina.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen, that is all the new business I have for this evening. I'll bring us to a public portion. I do believe we have somebody on the line, so by all means, if you do have a question, please unmute yourself and
Isn't that very, very effectively? Because
ask us whatever you like.
the Democratic base wants to see a little bit of fight, and they want to see a lot of and they don't want to just.
Somebody, before we move on, somebody has their TV on or radio that's bleeding through.
So Michael, I want to play.
All right, if there are no questions from the public, we will close that out.
They love economic development.
And that'll bring us to an adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Mr. Bider. So I have Commissioner Simpson on the motion and Vice Chair Bider on the second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any nays?
Aye.
Ayes have it. All right, gentlemen. Thanks for
Thanks for attending, everybody.
thanks for attending.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have more meat on the bone for next month. So next meeting's a little earlier in the month, still the third Tuesday, but we'll see you on September 15th.
All
Good
right.
deal.
Have a good
Good
one.
night, everybody.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
guys.
Thanks.
Have a good one.